Your time is now. Mastering the Present Moment for Extraordinary Success. Written and published by MSC Boost. Chapter 1. The Power of Now. Unlocking the Potential of the Present. The present moment is a gift, a treasure trove of opportunities waiting to be seized. Too often, we find ourselves lost in thoughts of the past or worries about the future, neglecting the power that lies within our grasp right now. By focusing on the present, we can unlock a world of extraordinary success and fulfillment. When we fully immerse ourselves in the current moment, we tap into a reservoir of clarity and energy. Distractions fade away, and our minds become laser-focused on the task at hand. This heightened state of awareness allows us to make better decisions, solve problems more effectively, and take purposeful action toward our goals. Living in the now does not mean disregarding the future or ignoring the lessons of the past. Rather, it is about harnessing the power of the present to create the future we desire. By making the most of each moment, we lay the foundation for long-term success and happiness. The first step to mastering the present is to cultivate mindfulness. Mindfulness is the practice of bringing our attention to the current moment without judgment. It involves observing our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings with a sense of curiosity and acceptance. Through mindfulness, we can develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. One powerful technique for cultivating mindfulness is meditation. By setting aside a few minutes each day to sit in silence and focus on our breath, we train our minds to be more present and aware. Regular meditation practice has been shown to reduce stress, improve concentration, and enhance overall well-being. Another key aspect of living in the now is letting go of excessive rumination and worry. When we dwell on the past or fret about the future, we rob ourselves of the joy and potential of the present. By learning to accept what has already happened and trusting in our ability to handle what lies ahead, we free ourselves to fully engage with the moment at hand. Embracing the present also requires a willingness to step outside our comfort zones. Often, fear and uncertainty hold us back from seizing opportunities and taking bold action. By cultivating courage and a growth mindset, we can learn to embrace challenges and view obstacles as opportunities for learning and growth. Living in the now does not mean neglecting our responsibilities or ignoring the needs of others. On the contrary, by being fully present, we can show up more fully in our relationships and make a greater impact in the world around us. When we give our undivided attention to the people and tasks before us, we foster deeper connections and achieve better results. The power of the present moment extends beyond our personal lives and into the realm of professional success. In today's fast-paced business world, the ability to make quick, effective decisions and adapt to changing circumstances is crucial. By cultivating a keen awareness of the present, we can identify opportunities, anticipate challenges, and respond with agility and innovation. Mastering the present moment is not a one-time achievement, but a lifelong practice. It requires discipline, patience, and a willingness to embrace discomfort and uncertainty. However, the rewards of living in the now are immeasurable. By unlocking the potential of the present, we open ourselves up to a world of extraordinary success, fulfillment, and joy. The path to mastering the present begins with a single step. By committing to being more mindful, letting go of unnecessary distractions, and embracing the opportunities that lie before us, we set ourselves on a transformative journey. With each moment we seize, each decision we make, and each action we take, we shape our lives and the world around us. The power of now is not just a philosophical concept. It is a practical tool for achieving extraordinary success. By learning to harness the potential of the present moment, we can overcome procrastination, make better decisions, and take purposeful action toward our goals. We can cultivate resilience in the face of adversity and find joy in the journey of personal and professional growth. Chapter 2. Mindset Shifts for Instant Action. Our mindset is the lens through which we perceive and interpret the world around us. It shapes our thoughts, emotions, and behaviors, and ultimately determines our actions and results. When it comes to mastering the present moment and achieving extraordinary success, our mindset plays a crucial role. Many of us are held back by limiting beliefs and negative thought patterns that keep us stuck in a cycle of procrastination and inaction. We may tell ourselves that we're not good enough, that we don't have what it takes, or that we'll never achieve our goals. These beliefs are like invisible chains that bind us to mediocrity and prevent us from reaching our full potential. The good news is that our mindset is not fixed or predetermined. With awareness and practice, we can shift our mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility and empowerment. By adopting a growth mindset, we open ourselves up to new opportunities for learning, growth, and success. A growth mindset is characterized by a belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and persistence. It is a mindset that embraces challenges, sees failure as an opportunity for learning, and values the process of continuous improvement. When we adopt a growth mindset, we become more resilient in the face of setbacks and more willing to take risks and try new things. Shifting our mindset also requires us to reframe our relationship with fear and uncertainty. Fear is a natural human emotion that serves to protect us from danger and harm. However, when left unchecked, fear can also hold us back from taking the necessary actions to achieve our goals. By learning to acknowledge and accept our fears, we can begin to move beyond them and take courageous action in the face of uncertainty. Another key mindset shift for instant action is developing a bias toward action. Too often, we get caught up in analysis paralysis, endlessly weighing our options and second-guessing ourselves. While it's important to make informed decisions, there comes a point where we must take the leap and trust in our ability to course-correct along the way. Cultivating a bias toward action means embracing imperfection and being willing to take the first step, even if we don't have all the answers. It means trusting our intuition and taking calculated risks in pursuit of our goals. When we develop a bias toward action, we build momentum and confidence, and we're more likely to achieve extraordinary results. Mindset shifts are not a one-time event, but a continuous practice. It's normal to slip back into old patterns of thinking and behavior, especially when faced with challenges or setbacks. The key is to remain vigilant and catch ourselves when we fall into limiting beliefs or negative self-talk. One powerful tool for shifting our mindset is affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements that we repeat to ourselves to reprogram our subconscious mind and cultivate a more empowering belief system. By consistently repeating affirmations such as, "I am capable and resourceful," or "I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth," we begin to internalize these beliefs and act in alignment with them. Another effective strategy for shifting our mindset is visualization. By creating a vivid mental image of ourselves achieving our goals and embodying the qualities and characteristics we desire, we prime our minds for success. Visualization activates the same neural pathways in our brain, as if we were actually experiencing the desired outcome, making it more likely that we'll take the necessary actions to make it a reality. Shifting our mindset also requires us to surround ourselves with positive influences and supportive relationships. The people we spend time with have a profound impact on our thoughts, beliefs, and behaviors. By seeking out mentors, coaches, and accountability partners who believe in our potential and challenge us to grow, we create a powerful support system that helps us stay motivated and on track. Mastering the present moment and achieving extraordinary success is not just about what we do, but also about who we are and how we think. By shifting our mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility, we unlock our full potential and become unstoppable forces for positive change. When we embrace a growth mindset, develop a bias toward action, and consistently practice mindset shifts, we set ourselves up for a lifetime of extraordinary achievement and fulfillment. The journey of personal and professional growth is not always easy, but it is always worth it. By committing to ongoing mindset work and taking consistent action in the present moment, we can overcome any obstacle and achieve any goal we set our minds to. So let us embrace the power of mindset shifts and unlock the unlimited potential that lies within each of us. The time for extraordinary success is now, and it all starts with a simple shift in perspective. Chapter 3: Laser-Focused Techniques for Maximum Productivity. In a world filled with endless distractions and competing priorities, the ability to maintain laser focus is a superpower. When we can harness our attention and direct it toward our most important tasks, we unlock a new level of productivity and achievement. However, staying focused in the face of constant interruptions and temptations is easier said than done. The key to developing laser focus lies in understanding the nature of our attention and the factors that influence it. Our attention is a limited resource, and every time we switch between tasks or respond to a notification, we expend valuable mental energy. This cognitive switching cost can add up over time, leaving us feeling drained and unproductive. To combat this, we must be intentional about how we manage our attention and create an environment that supports deep focus. This starts with identifying our peak productivity periods and structuring our day around them. For many people, the morning hours are the most conducive to focused work, before the demands of the day have had a chance to pile up. During these peak periods, it's essential to eliminate as many distractions as possible. This may mean silencing notifications on our devices, closing unnecessary browser tabs, and finding a quiet workspace free from interruptions. By minimizing the number of potential attention grabbers, we create the conditions for sustained concentration. Another powerful technique for maintaining laser focus is the Pomodoro technique. Developed by Francesco Cirillo in the late 1980s, this time management method involves breaking work into 25-minute intervals, followed by a short break. By working in focused bursts and giving ourselves regular opportunities to recharge, we can maintain high levels of mental energy and avoid burnout. In addition to managing external distractions, it's equally important to cultivate inner focus and resilience. Mindfulness meditation is a proven tool for training our attention and developing greater self-awareness. By regularly practicing mindfulness, we can learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without getting swept away by them, and gently redirect our focus back to the present moment. Prioritization is another crucial aspect of laser focus and maximum productivity. In a world of endless possibilities and competing demands, it's easy to get caught up in low-value activities that don't move us closer to our goals. By regularly assessing our priorities and focusing on the tasks that have the greatest impact, we can ensure that our time and energy are being spent in the most effective way possible. This may require saying no to non-essential commitments and learning to delegate tasks that can be handled by others. It also means being willing to let go of perfectionism and accepting that done is often better than perfect. By adopting an 80-20 mindset and focusing on the small number of activities that generate the greatest results, we can achieve more with less effort. Technology can be both a blessing and a curse when it comes to productivity and focus. On one hand, tools like project management software and digital calendars can help us stay organized and on track. On the other hand, the constant barrage of emails, instant messages, and social media notifications can be a major source of distraction and stress. To harness the power of technology while minimizing its downsides, it's important to be intentional about how we use it. This may mean setting specific times for checking email and social media, using website blockers to limit access to distracting sites, and leveraging automation tools to streamline repetitive tasks. By being proactive about how we engage with technology, we can ensure that it serves us rather than the other way around. Ultimately, developing laser focus and maximum productivity is a skill that requires practice and persistence. It's not about being perfect or never getting distracted, but rather about consistently showing up and recommitting to our priorities. By cultivating mindfulness, eliminating distractions, and focusing on high-impact activities, we can unlock our full potential and achieve extraordinary results. Mastering the present moment through laser focus is a journey of continuous improvement. It requires letting go of old habits and embracing new ways of working and thinking. It means being willing to experiment, iterate, and adapt as we discover what works best for us. But with dedication and practice, we can develop the skills and mindset needed to thrive in a world of endless distractions and achieve the extraordinary success we desire. So let us embrace the power of laser focus and commit to making the most of each moment. By bringing our full attention and energy to the present, we open ourselves up to new levels of productivity, creativity, and fulfillment. The path to extraordinary success starts with a single moment of focus, and the time to begin is now. Chapter 4. Intuitive Decision Making in Real Time. Intuition is often described as a gut feeling or instinct, a sense that something is right or wrong without being able to fully articulate why. It's the result of our subconscious mind rapidly processing vast amounts of information and experiences to arrive at a conclusion. When we learn to trust and harness our intuition, we can make better decisions faster, even in the face of uncertainty or ambiguity. Developing intuitive decision making skills starts with self-awareness and mindfulness. By paying attention to our thoughts, emotions, and physical sensations, we can begin to recognize the subtle cues that our intuition is sending us. This might be a feeling of excitement or inspiration when considering a particular course of action, or a sense of unease or discomfort when something doesn't feel quite right. To cultivate this awareness, it's helpful to practice regular check-ins with ourselves throughout the day. This can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths and asking, "What is my intuition telling me right now?" By creating space for reflection and introspection, we can start to build a stronger connection with our inner wisdom and make more intuitive decisions in the moment. Another key aspect of intuitive decision-making is learning to quiet the noise and distractions around us. In a world filled with constant stimuli and demands for our attention, it can be challenging to hear the whispers of our intuition. By carving out time for solitude and silence, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply unplugging from technology, we create the conditions for our intuition to speak more clearly. It's important to recognize that intuition is not infallible and should not be relied upon blindly. There will be times when our gut instincts are off base, or when we need to balance intuition with logic and analysis. The key is to develop discernment and learn to distinguish between true intuitive insights and mere wishful thinking or fear-based reactions. One way to strengthen this discernment is to regularly reflect on past decisions and their outcomes. By looking back on instances where we followed our intuition and considering the results, we can start to identify patterns and refine our intuitive skills. We can also learn from times when we ignored our intuition and later regretted it, using those experiences as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. Trusting our intuition also requires a willingness to take calculated risks and step outside our comfort zone. Often, our intuition will guide us toward opportunities or challenges that our rational mind might resist or fear. By learning to embrace uncertainty and take bold action in the face of doubt, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and growth. This is not to say that intuitive decision-making is about recklessness or impulsivity. Rather, it's about developing the courage and confidence to listen to our inner wisdom and act on it, even when the path ahead is unclear. It's about being willing to experiment, iterate, and course-correct as needed, trusting that our intuition will guide us toward the best possible outcome. Cultivating intuitive decision-making skills is a lifelong journey of self-discovery and growth. It requires patience, practice, and a willingness to embrace the unknown. But by learning to trust and harness our intuition, we tap into a powerful source of wisdom and guidance that can help us navigate even the most complex and challenging situations with grace and ease. The benefits of intuitive decision making extend far beyond just making better choices in the moment. When we learn to trust our intuition, we develop greater self-confidence and self-assurance. We become more resilient in the face of setbacks and challenges, knowing that we have an inner compass to guide us forward. We also become more adaptable and flexible, able to pivot and adjust course as needed based on our intuitive insights. Moreover, intuitive decision making can help us align our actions with our deepest values and purpose. By listening to the whispers of our soul, we can make choices that feel authentic and meaningful, even if they don't always conform to external expectations or pressures. We can live with greater integrity and fulfillment, knowing that we are being true to ourselves and our highest potential. Learning to harness the power of intuition is not about dismissing or downplaying the importance of rational thinking and analysis. Rather, it's about finding a balance and synergy between the two, using both our intellect and our instincts to make the best possible decisions in real time. By cultivating a strong connection with our intuition and learning to trust its guidance, we unlock a new level of wisdom, creativity, and effectiveness in all areas of our lives. So let us embrace the power of intuitive decision-making and commit to developing this essential skill. By learning to listen to our inner voice and act on its guidance, we can navigate the complexities and challenges of life with greater ease and grace. We can make better choices in the moment, align our actions with our deepest values, and create a life of purpose, meaning, and extraordinary success. Chapter 5. The compound effect of consistent action. The concept of the compound effect is borrowed from the world of finance, where it refers to the way in which small amounts of money, invested consistently over time, can grow into substantial sums through the power of compound interest. The same principle applies to personal and professional development. By consistently investing time and energy into the activities and habits that align with our goals, we create a powerful momentum that propels us forward. Consistency is key because it allows us to build on our previous efforts and create a cumulative effect. Each action we take, no matter how small, builds upon the ones that came before it, creating a snowball effect of progress and growth. Over time, these small actions add up to significant results, often far beyond what we could have achieved through a single, heroic effort. Developing consistency requires discipline and commitment. It means showing up day after day, even when we don't feel like it, and taking action toward our goals, even when the path ahead is unclear or challenging. It means being willing to embrace the discomfort of growth and change, knowing that each step we take is bringing us closer to the life we desire. One of the most effective ways to cultivate consistency is through the power of habit. By establishing regular routines and rituals that support our goals, we create a framework for consistent action that becomes automatic over time. This might involve setting aside dedicated time each day for focused work, establishing a regular exercise routine, or creating a morning ritual that sets the tone for a productive and purposeful day. The key to building effective habits is to start small and focus on consistency over intensity. Rather than trying to overhaul our entire lives overnight, we can begin by making small, manageable changes that we can sustain over time. By consistently showing up and taking action, even in small ways, we build the momentum and confidence needed to tackle larger challenges and goals. Another important aspect of consistent action is learning to embrace failure and setbacks as opportunities for growth and learning. No path to success is ever a straight line, and there will inevitably be obstacles and challenges along the way. The key is to view these setbacks not as failures, but as valuable feedback that can help us course correct and refine our approach. When we encounter a setback or challenge, it's important to take a step back and reflect on what we can learn from the experience. What worked well, and what could be improved? What new insights or perspectives have we gained, and how can we apply them moving forward? By approaching failures and setbacks with curiosity and a growth mindset, we can use them as fuel for consistent action and progress. Consistency also requires a willingness to let go of perfectionism and embrace the messiness of growth and change. Too often, we let the fear of not being good enough or the desire for perfection hold us back from taking action. We wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, or the perfect set of skills before we begin. And in doing so, we rob ourselves of the opportunity to make progress and learn through experience. The truth is, there is no such thing as perfect. Success is not about getting it right the first time, but about consistently showing up, taking action, and learning from our mistakes. It's about being willing to start before we feel ready, and to embrace the discomfort of growth and change. By letting go of perfectionism and focusing on consistent, imperfect action, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities for growth. Cultivating consistency also requires a deep sense of purpose and motivation. When we are connected to our deepest values and aspirations, we are more likely to show up consistently and take action, even in the face of challenges or setbacks. By regularly reflecting on our why, the deeper reason behind our goals and aspirations, we can tap into a wellspring of intrinsic motivation that fuels consistent action and progress. This sense of purpose can also help us prioritize our time and energy, and make difficult choices about what to focus on and what to let go of. When we are clear about what truly matters to us, we can more easily say no to the things that don't align with our values and goals, and say yes to the things that do. By consistently focusing our time and energy on the activities and relationships that matter most, we create a life of meaning, fulfillment, and extraordinary success. Ultimately, the power of consistent action lies in its ability to transform our lives one small step at a time. By showing up daily, taking imperfect action, and learning from our experiences, we create a powerful momentum that carries us forward toward our goals and aspirations. We become the architects of our own lives, shaping our reality through the cumulative impact of our choices and actions. The path to extraordinary success is not always easy, but it is always worth it. By embracing the power of consistent action and committing to steady, incremental progress, we open ourselves up to a life of boundless possibility and potential. So let us begin today, taking that first small step toward the life we desire, and trusting in the cumulative power of consistent action to carry us forward. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and the time to take that step is now. Chapter 6. Embracing discomfort for rapid growth. Growth and comfort rarely coexist. When we are comfortable, we are often stagnant, content with the status quo and resistant to change. But when we are willing to embrace discomfort, to step outside our comfort zone and take on new challenges, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility and potential. Discomfort is a sign that we are pushing ourselves beyond our current limitations, that we are expanding our horizons and exploring new territory. It is the feeling of stretching ourselves, both mentally and emotionally, in pursuit of something greater. And while it may be tempting to avoid discomfort at all costs, the truth is that it is often the key to unlocking our full potential and achieving extraordinary success. When we are comfortable, we are operating within the confines of what we already know and what we have already mastered. We are playing it safe, sticking to the familiar and the predictable. But growth requires us to venture into the unknown, to take risks and try new things, even when the outcome is uncertain. This is where embracing discomfort comes in. By willingly subjecting ourselves to situations that challenge us, that push us outside our comfort zone, we create opportunities for rapid growth and development. We force ourselves to adapt, to learn, and to evolve, and in doing so, we expand our capacity for success and fulfillment. Of course, embracing discomfort is easier said than done. Our brains are wired to seek out comfort and avoid pain, and the prospect of intentionally subjecting ourselves to discomfort can be daunting. But with practice and persistence, we can learn to reframe discomfort as an opportunity for growth, and to approach it with curiosity and enthusiasm rather than fear and avoidance. One effective strategy for embracing discomfort is to start small and gradually increase the level of challenge over time. Rather than diving headfirst into a completely foreign and overwhelming situation, we can begin by taking small steps outside our comfort zone and building up our tolerance for discomfort over time. For example, if the thought of public speaking fills you with dread, you might start by practicing in front of a mirror or a small group of supportive friends. As you become more comfortable with that level of challenge, you can gradually work your way up to larger audiences and more high-stakes situations. By taking a gradual, incremental approach, you can build your confidence and resilience in the face of discomfort and develop the skills and mindset needed to tackle even bigger challenges in the future. Another key to embracing discomfort is to reframe it as an opportunity for learning and growth. When we approach discomfort with a fixed mindset, seeing it as a threat to our sense of competence and self-worth, we are more likely to avoid it at all costs. But when we approach it with a growth mindset, seeing it as a chance to learn and improve, we are more likely to embrace it and use it as fuel for our own development. This means being willing to fail, to make mistakes, and to look foolish at times. It means letting go of the need for perfection and the fear of judgment, and instead focusing on the process of learning and improvement. It means celebrating our efforts and progress, even when the outcomes are not what we hoped for, and using setbacks as opportunities to refine our approach and try again. Embracing discomfort also requires a willingness to let go of our attachment to comfort and security. Often, the things that hold us back from taking risks and pushing ourselves are our own limiting beliefs and fears, our own desire for certainty and control. But growth and success often lie on the other side of uncertainty and discomfort. And the only way to get there is to be willing to let go of our attachment to the familiar and the safe. This may mean taking a leap of faith, trusting in ourselves and our abilities, even when the path ahead is unclear. It may mean facing our fears head-on, whether that means speaking up in a meeting, asking for a raise, or pursuing a long-held dream. It may mean being willing to leave behind the comfort and security of the known in pursuit of something greater, even when the risks are high and the rewards are uncertain. Of course, embracing discomfort does not mean subjecting ourselves to unnecessary pain or hardship. It is important to approach discomfort with intention and purpose, to choose challenges that align with our values and goals, and to take care of ourselves along the way. This may mean setting boundaries, seeking support when needed, and taking time to rest and recharge when the demands of growth become too great. But when approached with wisdom and care, embracing discomfort can be a powerful catalyst for rapid growth and extraordinary success. It can help us develop resilience, adaptability, and mental toughness, skills that are essential for navigating the complexities and challenges of life. It can help us discover new strengths and abilities, and unlock hidden reserves of potential that we never knew we had. Ultimately, embracing discomfort is about being willing to step into the unknown, to take risks and face challenges head-on, in pursuit of something greater. It is about being willing to push ourselves beyond our current limitations, to expand our horizons and explore new territory, even when the path ahead is uncertain and the outcomes are unknown. By embracing discomfort and using it as fuel for our own growth and development, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility and potential. We become more resilient, more adaptable, and more capable of achieving extraordinary success in all areas of life. So let us approach discomfort with curiosity and enthusiasm, and trust in the transformative power of stepping outside our comfort zone. The rewards of rapid growth and extraordinary success await those who are willing to embrace the discomfort and take the leap. Chapter 7. Leveraging feedback for continuous improvement. Feedback is a powerful tool for personal and professional growth. providing us with valuable insights into our strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. When we actively seek out and utilize feedback, we open ourselves up to new perspectives and opportunities for learning, enabling us to continuously refine our skills and abilities and achieve ever greater levels of success. However, many people shy away from feedback, seeing it as a source of criticism or judgment rather than an opportunity for growth. They may fear being exposed as inadequate or incompetent, or worry that feedback will undermine their confidence and self-esteem. But the truth is that feedback is essential for anyone who wants to reach their full potential and achieve extraordinary success. The key to leveraging feedback effectively is to approach it with an open and curious mindset, seeing it as a gift rather than a threat. This means being willing to listen to what others have to say, even when it is uncomfortable or challenging, and to consider their perspectives with an open mind. It means being willing to ask for feedback proactively, rather than waiting for it to come to us, and to seek out diverse sources of input to get a well-rounded view of our performance and potential. When we receive feedback, it is important to take the time to process it carefully and objectively, separating our emotional reactions from the substance of the feedback itself. This may mean taking a step back and allowing ourselves time to reflect on what we have heard, rather than reacting defensively or dismissively in the moment. It may also mean seeking clarification or additional information to ensure that we fully understand the feedback and its implications. Once we have processed the feedback, the next step is to identify specific, actionable steps we can take to address any areas for improvement or capitalize on our strengths. This may involve setting goals, developing new skills or knowledge, or seeking out additional resources and support. By breaking down the feedback into manageable, concrete actions, we can begin to make meaningful progress towards our objectives and demonstrate our commitment to continuous improvement. Of course, not all feedback is created equal, and it is important to be discerning in how we evaluate and utilize the input we receive. Some feedback may be biased, incomplete, or simply irrelevant to our goals and values, and it is up to us to filter out the noise and focus on the insights that are most valuable and pertinent to our development. One effective strategy for evaluating feedback is to consider the source and the context in which it was given. Feedback from trusted mentors, colleagues, or experts in our field may carry more weight than input from those with less experience or credibility. Similarly, feedback that is specific, actionable, and supported by concrete examples or data may be more useful than vague or general comments. Another important consideration is the alignment between the feedback we receive and our own values, goals, and aspirations. While it is important to be open to new perspectives and ideas, we must also be true to ourselves and our own sense of purpose and direction. Feedback that pushes us to compromise our integrity or abandon our core values is unlikely to serve us well in the long run, no matter how well-intentioned it may be. Ultimately, the key to leveraging feedback for continuous improvement is to cultivate a growth mindset and a commitment to lifelong learning. This means seeing feedback not as a one-time event, but as an ongoing process of discovery and development, in which we are constantly seeking out new insights and opportunities to refine our skills and abilities. It means being willing to take risks, to experiment with new approaches and ideas, and to learn from our mistakes and setbacks as well as our successes. By embracing feedback as a valuable tool for growth and development, we open ourselves up to a world of possibility and potential. We become more adaptable, more resilient, and more capable of achieving extraordinary success in all areas of life. We develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and others, and we build stronger, more authentic relationships based on trust, respect, and mutual support. Of course, leveraging feedback effectively is not always easy, and it requires a certain level of vulnerability and humility. It means being willing to admit when we are wrong or when we have room for improvement, and to accept constructive criticism with grace and gratitude. It means being willing to let go of our ego and our need for perfection, and to embrace the messiness and uncertainty of the learning process. But the rewards of this approach are immeasurable. By actively seeking out and utilizing feedback, we accelerate our own growth and development, and we position ourselves for greater success and fulfillment in all areas of life. We become better leaders, better collaborators, and better human beings, capable of making a positive impact on the world around us. So let us embrace the power of feedback and make it a central part of our personal and professional development. Let us seek out diverse sources of input and insight, and approach feedback with an open and curious mindset. Let us be willing to take risks, to experiment, and to learn from our mistakes as well as our successes. And let us trust in the transformative power of continuous improvement to help us achieve our full potential and create the lives we truly desire. Chapter 8. The Art of Adaptability. Thriving in Changing Circumstances. In an ever-changing world, the ability to adapt and thrive in the face of uncertainty is a crucial skill for achieving extraordinary success. Whether we are navigating personal challenges, professional setbacks, or global crises, adaptability allows us to remain resilient, resourceful, and focused on our goals, even when the path ahead is unclear. Adaptability is not about being perfect or having all the answers. Rather, it is about being willing to embrace change, to learn from our experiences, and to adjust our approach as needed to meet the demands of the moment. It is about being open to new ideas and perspectives, and about having the courage to let go of what is no longer serving us in order to make room for new opportunities and growth. At its core, adaptability is a mindset, a way of seeing the world and our place in it. It is a recognition that change is inevitable, and that our success and happiness depend on our ability to navigate that change with grace, resilience, and a positive outlook. It is a willingness to take risks, to experiment, and to learn from our failures as well as our successes. One of the key components of adaptability is flexibility, the ability to pivot quickly and easily in response to changing circumstances. This means being willing to let go of rigid plans or expectations, and to embrace a more fluid, iterative approach to problem-solving and decision-making. It means being open to feedback and input from others, and being willing to course-correct as needed based on new information or insights. Another important aspect of adaptability is resilience, the ability to bounce back from setbacks and challenges, and to maintain a sense of purpose and optimism in the face of adversity. This means cultivating a growth mindset and seeing obstacles and failures as opportunities for learning and development, rather than as personal shortcomings or failures. It means developing a support network of trusted friends, mentors, and colleagues who can provide guidance, encouragement, and perspective when times are tough. Adaptability also requires a willingness to embrace discomfort and uncertainty. When we are faced with new challenges or unfamiliar situations, it is natural to feel anxious, overwhelmed, or resistant to change. However, by leaning into that discomfort and embracing the unknown, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities for growth. We develop greater confidence in our ability to handle whatever comes our way, and we become more resourceful and creative in our problem solving. Of course, adaptability is not about being reactive or simply going with the flow. Rather, it is about being proactive and intentional in our response to change, and about staying true to our core values and purpose, even as we navigate new terrain. This means taking the time to reflect on our goals and priorities, and making conscious choices about how we want to show up in the world, even in the face of uncertainty or adversity. One powerful tool for cultivating adaptability is mindfulness, the practice of being present and fully engaged in the moment, without judgment or distraction. By developing greater awareness of our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings, we can respond more effectively to changing circumstances and make more intentional choices about how we want to move forward. We can also develop greater compassion and empathy for ourselves and others, recognizing that we are all doing the best we can in a complex and ever-changing world. Another key strategy for developing adaptability is to seek out new experiences and perspectives. This means stepping outside our comfort zone and exposing ourselves to new ideas, cultures, and ways of thinking. It means seeking out diverse voices and viewpoints, and being open to learning from those who may see the world differently than we do. By expanding our horizons and challenging our assumptions, we become more flexible, creative, and resourceful in our approach to problem solving and decision making. Adaptability is about embracing the inherent uncertainty and complexity of life, and recognizing that our success and fulfillment depend on our ability to navigate that complexity with skill, grace, and a positive outlook. It is about being willing to let go of what is no longer serving us, and to embrace new opportunities and challenges with curiosity, courage, and a sense of purpose. By cultivating the art of adaptability, we not only position ourselves for greater success and resilience in the face of change, but we also open ourselves up to a more fulfilling and meaningful life. We become more confident, creative, and resourceful in our approach to problem solving, and we develop a deeper sense of purpose and connection to the world around us. The path to extraordinary success is rarely a straight line, and the ability to adapt and thrive in the face of change is essential for anyone who wants to achieve their full potential. By embracing the art of adaptability, we develop the skills, mindset, and resilience needed to navigate even the most challenging of circumstances with grace, purpose, and a positive outlook. So let us cultivate the art of adaptability and trust in our ability to thrive and grow, no matter what life may bring our way. Chapter 9. Mastering the Present for a Fulfilling Future. Throughout this book, we have explored the power of mastering the present moment and its impact on achieving extraordinary success. From developing laser focus and embracing discomfort to cultivating adaptability and leveraging feedback, each chapter has provided valuable insights and practical strategies for making the most of the here and now. Mastering the present is not a one-time event or a temporary state of being. It is an ongoing practice, a way of life that requires constant attention, effort, and commitment. It means being fully engaged and present in each moment, whether we are working towards our goals, spending time with loved ones, or simply enjoying a moment of peace and solitude. When we master the present, we tap into a deep well of clarity, creativity, and purpose. We become more attuned to our own needs and desires, as well as the needs of those around us. We develop greater resilience in the face of challenges and setbacks, knowing that each moment is an opportunity for growth and learning. However, mastering the present is not just about achieving success in the short term. It is also about laying the foundation for a fulfilling and meaningful future. By being fully engaged and present in each moment, we create a life that is rich in purpose, connection, and joy. Think about it this way. Every moment is a building block, a stepping stone towards the future we desire. When we approach each moment with intention, focus, and care, we create a strong and stable foundation upon which to build our dreams and aspirations. On the other hand, when we are constantly distracted, overwhelmed, or disconnected from the present, we miss out on the opportunities and experiences that are right in front of us. We may achieve short-term gains or fleeting pleasures, but we risk sacrificing the deeper fulfillment and meaning that comes from living a life of purpose and presence. Mastering the present also allows us to develop a greater sense of trust and confidence in ourselves and the world around us. When we are fully present and engaged, we are better able to navigate the ups and downs of life with grace and resilience. We trust in our own abilities and intuition, knowing that we have the skills and resources to handle whatever challenges come our way. This trust and confidence extends beyond ourselves and into our relationships and interactions with others. When we are present and attentive, we create deeper, more meaningful connections with the people in our lives. We listen more fully, communicate more effectively, and build stronger, more authentic relationships based on mutual understanding and respect. Of course, mastering the present is not always easy, and it is not a linear process. There will be times when we slip back into old habits or patterns of thinking, when we get caught up in worry, fear, or distraction. The key is to approach these moments with compassion and curiosity, rather than judgment or self-criticism. When we notice ourselves getting pulled away from the present, we can gently redirect our attention back to the moment at hand. We can take a deep breath, feel our feet on the ground, and tune into our senses and surroundings. We can remind ourselves of our intentions and values, and choose to act in alignment with them, even when it feels challenging or uncomfortable. Over time, as we continue to practice mastering the present, we develop a deeper sense of self-awareness and self-mastery. We become more skilled at navigating our own thoughts and emotions, and more adept at choosing our responses and actions in each moment. We develop greater resilience, adaptability, and creativity, knowing that we have the inner resources and strength to handle whatever life throws our way. Ultimately, mastering the present is about creating a life that is rich in meaning, purpose, and fulfillment. It is about being fully alive and engaged in each moment, and using that presence to create the future we desire. It is about developing the skills, mindset, and habits that allow us to thrive in the face of change and uncertainty, and to create a life that is truly extraordinary. As we come to the end of this book, I invite you to reflect on your own journey of mastering the present. What insights and strategies have resonated with you the most? What challenges or obstacles do you still face in your practice of presence and focus? What vision do you have for your future? And how can mastering the present help you bring that vision to life? Remember, mastering the present is a lifelong journey, and there is always more to learn and discover. But by committing to this practice, and by bringing your full presence and attention to each moment, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities and potential. So here's to you, and to the extraordinary life that awaits you as you continue to master the present moment. May you find joy, meaning, and fulfillment in each step of your journey, and may your presence and purpose inspire others to do the same. Keep shining, keep growing, and keep embracing the power of now. The future is yours to create, one moment at a time. Wishing you all the best on your path to extraordinary success and a truly fulfilling life. The time is now. Go out there and make it count.